Assalamu'alaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Tini. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button.
I believe that somehow I can be the best among my readers, the actual stuff.
The actual star, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So,
stargazing.
yeah, but I want to release it this year.
Wow. Next series, what? Hold on. Come again.
Will be a letter. Yeah, that will be
Whoa.
you are not alone. Uh, you are important. You are loved.
Notice this. Notice this. Your friend is here. She's a writer now. Our guest today, none other than a soon to be a top rising writer. She has published a book even before she graduated at the age of 19. A Johoran girl who has been rejected by over 15 plus book companies when she first started, struggling with some episodes during her journey towards becoming a writer. Yet, she keeps coming back and now she can stand on her own 2 feet. A high achiever, I could say. I will bring you into her world. Stars can't shine without darkness. Please welcome Wayne Mustaffa. Let's enjoy this. She was quite nervous. Uhu. Hello. Sat. Aku pun nak tukar kat background lah. Kejap. Oh, ni okey, ni okey. Wait, Han dengar suara aku tak?
Dengar.
Dengar.
Bila kan?
Aku blurkan sini je lah.
Ni.
Finally. Ready dah kau, weh?
Boleh.
Alright, I think we can start. Thank you for being here today. It's a long way to finally being able to do this. I'm so grateful to have you accepting my invitation, and thanks for being my first guest in this episode. It's quite sad that we couldn't do this in person and have to do it remotely, but yeah, we do in wherever we can during this pandemic or during this trial time. Hopefully that everything will end soon. So how have you been doing so far?
So far I'm good. Tini. Thank you for inviting me to this lovely podcast session.
Oh, wow. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm currently busy. Yeah, I'm also working from home right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, most of us are doing work from home. It's a little bit. It's quite daunting at first, but I think we have to start adapt ourselves with this new norm or new situation. Work is work. Still have to finish it. It's just us. It's based on us whether how we could cope with the situation. All right, so we are here today talking about your first published book. It was published in 2016. I actually have your book with me here. Yeah. So your first book, Stars Can Shine Without Darkness. I mean, let's start a few questions from here. Let's talk about the cover of your book first. I mean, do you made it yourself, or did you manage to find any outsource for this part?
Wow, it's wonderful you have my book.
I mean, I read it twice. Oh, you have it too. I have it too.
Yeah.
I'm currently your fan right now. I read it twice. Your book, and it's a great book, I should say.
Thank you so much for reading it.
You're
Twice,
welcome.
Wow. Why? I I I can't do it twice also. Okay, but for this cover, for this book cover, really I did it myself. I designed it. I did it like on website Amazon. Where there is a design tool that you can edit yourself. So that's how I can design this cover.
Wow, that's cool. You do it on your own. I mean, it's hard to come out with a book cover, yet you've done it.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, I just want to ask one simple question before we are going into deeper about the book and about you yourself, the writer of this book. Just one simple question. How to actually how to actually correctly pronounce your pseudonym over here. I mean, me myself, I have three versions on pronouncing this. It's whether Wani, it's whether Wayne, or it's Wayne. Which is which? I mean, which
Yes.
should I pronounce it correctly? I mean, your fans or your audience, the audience must want to know as well.
Okay. I got a lot question of how to pronounce my name. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow ask me, "Hey, how to pronounce your name?
Uh-huh.
Uh, is it Wani? Is it Wayne?" So
Let uh-huh.
yeah, basically the pronunciation is Wayne, like Wayne
Wayne.
Rooney, like Bruce
Oh,
Wayne.
okay. All right,
Uh,
like Bruce Wayne.
yeah. Okay. This because there is a story behind this pseudonym of mine.
Okay, let's hear that.
Okay, so this happens when there's a guy, a foreigner, asked
Uh-huh.
me, uh, what is your name? I told him that my name is Insya Iwan Ibutin Sama. So Insya what like that. So I told him again, and he still didn't get it. Then
Mm-hmm.
I told him, just call me Wayne. It's
Oh, so that's how
easy.
you finally come up with Wayne Mustaffa.
Wayne Mustaffa, and also for the publisher reference,
Uh-huh.
this for the yeah I get it this when the publisher asked me,
Mm-hmm.
uh, do you have any other name? Like you are a Malaysian, you are a
Uh-huh.
local, so
Yeah,
you
so
have
they want a local name.
so do you have like unique name like
Oh, unique name. Okay.
to uh, to publish your book, you have to have a unique name so that
Mm-hmm.
people will buy your book. Yeah,
Oh,
they told me that.
a selling name, I should say. A name that could be sell. They don't want you to include your own name.
Yeah.
So, in my introduction, I mentioned that you've been rejected a couple of times. I mean, more than 15 times by a book publisher. Is that right? I mean, how is the journey of you being rejected by that? I mean, have you finally found any publisher though for you to publish when you want to publish this book?
Yeah, yeah, for the for that, yes, I got many times be rejected. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I so for now I still didn't manage to find publisher yet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess self-published for now.
Yo, so this one is a self-published book. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, if it's me, I think I'm going to give up halfway because I couldn't find the right publisher. But you just keep going. Congratulations on that, and now you already have the book.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Talking about this book, looking at you writing this book as if you are less driven by extrinsic factors, namely fame, praise, or quote unquote in about the cha-ching and about the bubbling by Jesse. It seems to me that you have something deeper to convey more than mere words. To make myself clear, you told us in the early part of the book, it's in the first or second page of the book, you spoke about um, hope. You spoke about hope to help change the world through immutable voices. May I know, and can you elaborate a little bit? on the hope that you're holding to tell the world with this book or through this book?
Okay, so basically, Tini,
Mm-hmm.
or for you guys who watch this podcast, okay,
Uh-huh.
for the for this one that I wrote,
Mm-hmm.
you get into the story, which is it that I can't be the best, but I want to be the best for my readers. But I can't help the world, but I hope my words will be the voice of strangers. I believe mind and words can be the loudest and powerful space to raise the silence. It means that I may be not be the best for all of you
Mm-hmm.
guys. But I believe that somehow I can be the best among my readers. I
Wow.
I don't mind if I have like seven readers, one also it's okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but I believe that if I get that one reader, they will be loyal to me. So and when that happens, I believe even though I have small amount of readers, I believe that I can make a big impact to them when they read my book. So and another thing is, I want to raise the silence. It means
Mm-hmm.
that I want to become their voice when they can't voice out their, you know, voice out their opinion, their
Mm-hmm.
problems. So that let me be your word.
Wow. Wow, that's a great intention you have over there. And I hope that your sincere um, intention will bring you success always.
So
All
thank
right.
you.
Okay, may I know about this book again? Who is suitable to read this book? I mean, who's your target audience? Any age or any limited age for them to read this book?
Oh, no. So far
Mm-hmm.
my book is clean as it should be. Uh,
Okay.
it's no limitation age
Uh-huh.
to read it. So like uh, children from age of 7 years old, if
Mm-hmm.
they can, if they can understand English, they can also read it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe your uncle, your grandpa, your grandma can also read it if they
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, right. So whoever can read English, they can read this book. In short. All right. Um, so the promotion, I would like to know a little bit about how you promote your book. How do you get yourself promoting your own product at first, knowing that you are a self-published writer? So there must be some hustles there. Who is your biggest supporter?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, I guess my biggest supporter would be my parents. They
Uh-huh.
really, yeah, they really contribute, uh, like when they really contribute so much
A
in this
lot. Mm.
of making this project work. Yeah, I
The
call it
time and
that.
the money.
So for the promotion, I just edit my own videos and yeah, edit my own videos and
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Wow.
uh, done some photo shoot with the help
Oh,
of my
wow.
sister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, with the help of my sister. My sister
Mm-hmm.
also is one of the biggest contributions yeah, in this project.
Wow, this is a self-published project. This is a family support project, actually. So family is very important in supporting your dreams and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
it's good for you to have a very supportive family behind your back. All right. So um, going back to the book again, of course, we're still talking about the book. Usually, um, the first book or debut novel is written as closely as possible to the writer's heart, to the writer's thought. about her experience, her observation, her proven self-development over time. So even you get it from sudden jerk from your dreams, maybe. Does it happen to be like that in your gold piece? In short, what is the book is all about actually? Where did you get the story from or your inspiration when writing this book with the characters? I mean, they're amazing. And the plot of the story really, it's a kind of a roller coaster ride there. How did you do that?
How did I do?
Yeah, I mean, how you come out with this story?
Oh,
I mean, where did you get your inspiration? Is it from your favorite writer or based on movies, or is just you dreaming or imagining things, or when you are traveling, or when you're in your, self quarantine mood in your room?
yeah, I get it. So my inspiration for this book will
Mm-hmm.
be uh, will be from the start.
From
No,
the, sorry?
the actual stuff. So
Oh, the actual star, yeah.
yeah.
It's like
So
stargazing.
yeah,
Oh, kind of. All right.
yeah. So actually, uh, during my during that years of writing,
Mm-hmm.
before I able to finish this book, actually I'm in the state of a depressed. Yeah, I'm
Ah.
I'm feeling a bit down. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
down, and also I almost give up. I got almost give up and didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't know, one day, like somehow when I feel like that I want to like cry and and all, suddenly I look up the sky. Yeah, I look up the sky and I contemplate on my future. I was contemplate. I was thinking
Uh-huh.
what I should do. Like
You
I
have a deep,
find
deep thinking over there.
deep thinking. Yes,
Uh-huh.
really deep thinking.
Really
So
deep.
yeah, I always
Touch the core of
ask
your heart
myself,
and mind. Uh-huh.
yeah, what is the purpose of this life? Like, what what is my goal? Yeah, what
Mm-hmm.
is my purpose? I keep thinking, and I still didn't find it. So so then I look up the sky, and there I watch the stars. It it hit me. The stars when suddenly you saw them, they shine bright for you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I got this inspiration. No? Like like wow, look at those amazing stars. They shine so
Uh-huh.
bright, even but even though there's darkness. Like so so then I I think that's what keeps me motivated to finish this book
Mm-hmm.
and it and I managed to get that from my kids.
Wow. So you keep looking at stars for you to find the inspiration and answers to a few questions in your life. I mean, talking about the purpose of life, I've been looking for that and I've been questioning myself. I think all of us do that sometimes or every time or almost all the time. I did that when during our study years, during our foundation studies. It's the time when we got separated from the families, where we have to make our own decision. We have to do everything on our own. That was my first time actually, because my parents were, they were quite protective. um, with me, so I don't get a lot of chances to go out a number of times for a long time with my friends. So that was the first time when I need to decide everything on my own. And at the same time, I was questioning myself a number of times. What and why am I here? Why am I doing this? What's the purpose of my life? I was asking that every time. As I was asking that still during my degree times. I always contemplate, as you as well. I sit outside on the bench of our mahalla back and stare at the stars at 12 to 1 o'clock. I just, in the morning, I like that, even though I still don't get the answers. But, and the answers actually, I think over the years, I found out that the answers is from within ourselves. If you want to find the answers, if you want to know more about the creator or the purpose of your life, you need to understand yourself first. You need to really understand who you are, your weaknesses. If you can find the weaknesses in yourself, you can find the greatness of his creation. It's the reason behind all that. And of course, it's based on on behalf of individual effort as well to find the answers. So I can't say really that I have already found the answer, still looking for it. And I think that's a really good steps we got there. If we keep on searching and searching and keep on, top up, how should I say it, top up? Keep on looking for knowledge and information through talking with people or looking at the environment, our surrounding, talking, observing things and reading lots of stuff or listening to more talk and whatnot. I think that's how we could finally find going back to our true north, right? So where am I just now? Okay, so you were talking about your inspiration and stargazing. I love that very much. I hope that I can still do it now, but it's because of today's situation, I couldn't do that as much as I did back then. So let's proceed. Have you ever thought, so this is a very typical question, have you ever thought that you will pursue your dream by becoming a writer? Have you ever thought that? Or did you just, okay, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that? Looking back, maybe reflecting on a few years back on yourself, did you really have a thought or decide that, okay, I want to be a writer, even when you're still young, or was it something else?
Okay, I think when I look back when I was young, from a mirror, I saw a girl who don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know what.
A reflection of you.
Yeah, it's of me, and I don't know, man. I don't know what are we gonna be. So, when I grow up, and I still don't know what path I take. Yeah, and even though I get into UIA, I was not able to find a journey. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I wrote my book, it's really unexpected. Like, wow, I can write a book. Man.
Wow, I'm surprised as well. Me myself, I can't even write a few pages of anything, but you can write a book. I mean, it's awesome.
It was really unexpected. So, but yeah, I think it is expected.
Wow, it's as if you just stumble upon a talent, a new talent for you.
Yeah,
and how to write a book, how long actually you've been involved in writing? Because you published this book in 2016. So because writing is not just about you got an idea and then you quickly start writing. I believe that there's a whole lot of process than that. I mean, it requires creativity, perseverance in creating different moves or style in writing. It needs imagination. You need to negotiate with your inner self. There's a continuous monologues going on in your mind, and you need to play with the number of words and vocabulary, and you need to come up with plots that could give a roller coaster journey or a roller coaster ride to the readers. Okay, and also as well as you need to, I mean, sharpen your five senses in order for you to portray a real situation that looks as close to reality. And I mean, all of this does not happen overnight. It takes time and it takes effort to do so. May I know, how do you train yourself? How do you train
Oh,
yourself when in writing, or have you started this before 2016? I mean, does it start when you were in when you were in schools, or does it started when you're already in your degree life?
okay. Actually, how? Okay, how
The
long?
process of it. Uh-huh.
How long do I work in writing? I think back when I was in high school, when my friend, one of
Uh-huh.
my yes,
Okay, as usual.
hi friend, if you
Yeah.
if you happen to see this podcast, I actually mentioned about you, okay? Yes,
Oh,
friend, high school.
notice this. Notice this. Your friend is here. She's a writer now.
I don't know if
Thanks.
you
Thanks to
remember,
you.
yeah, thanks to you, but I don't know if you remember this, friend. But somehow at, at the at that day, I would maybe because I'm bored, so I just wrote a horror story. Yeah, it's
Horror story.
that was
That's
my
so you. You like horror stuff.
yeah, that
Mhm.
was my first writing, I guess, my first horror story. So it happens because I'm really bored. I didn't know what to do in the class, so I just wrote it on exercise book.
Uh-huh.
Exercise,
School exercise book.
yeah, school exercise book, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then I gave it to my friend who sits next to me, and I just say, would you read it? And then she said, okay, sure. And then, wow, wow, I want you to write more, please,
Mm-hmm.
please. I want you to write more. It's really, really fantastic. Yeah. So then, yes, I wrote more on history, on horror, sorry, history, on horror.
It could be
Horror.
the history of horror story behind that, the BTS of that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm. So, yeah, I wrote many horror stories back then in exercise book, full exercise book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I just gave it to her. This is yours. Just, just take it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she took it until now, I guess. That's when it starts. And then, uh, and then after that, we are required we were required to write cerpen, no? So, sorry,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Japan.
yeah, bahasa
We
Melayu,
did that a lot. Uh-huh.
in bahasa Melayu, and suddenly, not suddenly, like she told us to finish it and send it to her to check it, but I don't, but I didn't expect back then we will like go through it together, like we will, yeah, check it together, like we will read all of the stories that students write, that students
Mm.
read. So one of uh short stories, uh, I think my I think mine is only the horror story.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
keep polishing up, brushing up your talent in writing a horror story, and I think you managed to do that. That's why your number one fan, since then, keep on asking you to, write more about the stories. You already have the
Yeah.
talent back then, actually. Thanks to your friends, 5-star review that that keeps you motivated to write.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you, friend.
So I hope your friends are listening this and will respond. Okay. Right. So that's how you actually started. You start with writing a horror story. Did you include the same genre as in this book?
Okay. So you already
Or
read
it's a
my
different
book.
one? Uh-huh.
I guess this book is actually a mystery plus
Mm-hmm.
adventure plus spy, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's closely related to the writer, of course. Mhm.
And no horror. Yeah,
No
mystery.
horror. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I guarantee that there's no horror. You can read this book. Even kids can read this book. Um, so you mentioned about how the process of you keep on writing and writing ever since then. Um, And I just want to ask you, maybe a few years after that, you know that you're good in writing. Um, how do you make yourself clear that writing is my thing? Or did you just a trial and error? Because to find one thing that is right for you to pursue at such an early age back then, it's just amazing, because I'm less likely to be one of that kind. A few years back, for me at that age, there's still so many things that I want, that I might want to try to see if it fit, and sometimes it takes forever for me to find out which one fits me well, which one I'm good at. I mean, we do actually have um, people out there, youngsters especially, who are still young or even not knowing which and where to start. The worst is when they deny their dreams and they try to climb the ladder, but only to realize that it's leaning against the wrong wall. So how do you yourself makes it clear that, okay, I'm going to do writing? This is I'm very good at this. Can you, elaborate a little bit on um, that part?
All right.
Mm.
Okay. So when I do realize that I'm good at writing, I actually I don't know.
So you just keep on try and keep on polishing your skills until you are what you are right now, right?
Yeah. I guess I still. I'm not sure if
Mm-hmm.
my writing is good enough. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning. I'm still
Still
learning
learning.
to do writing. I still to
Mm-hmm.
do so that my writing is good enough. But
Mm.
yeah, for your question on this, I just say it's trial and error. Practice a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Practice a lot, right?
Give it a shot.
Oh, what?
Push your
Sorry.
hardest.
Push
Give it a
harder.
shot. Push
Yes.
harder to be the best. Keep trying.
Right. You need something, because sometimes you need to go beyond your comfort zone to know whether, how long or how much you can endure the success that you hope to have. And you've made it. You've already know and you've made it clear that this is your path, right? And because some people they try this one thing but end up defeated halfway of the battle. Sometimes they don't even begin. But for you, is there any advice for people who don't know what they should be doing, or they think that they want to do writing, but they don't know where to start?
Oh,
Yeah, if you have some, tips and tricks on that part, because I think there are still a few youngsters, students who think that writing is cool, but they have problem with constructing the sentences, or constructing their ideas to form into words, or even to express themselves.
okay. So for the tip to become a good writer, I think this will be the workshop class.
But it's
Okay.
just asking for the tips from the writer itself.
Okay. If you like want to be a good writer, and also um, if you want to make writing as your passion, if you're really passionate about it, please keep going. And the first tip is please practice your writing. Okay, by practice by practicing your writing,
Mm-hmm.
you to be confident about what you want to write.
Being
Okay,
confident,
and then
right?
read more. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
when you want to write, you have to read more so that it will help you to get some idea on which you want to write. And and the third one is um, maybe find a quiet for you to write. I guess it depends on an individual itself. Somehow one can write at crowded place, and some can write in quiet place. But for me,
Mm-hmm. True.
I in quiet place because it gives me a peace of mind,
Yeah.
and it
Right.
focus to write. And then writing is like when you go to gym. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay.
I think I give this tip to Tini. Yeah, Auntie Tini.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So writing is like when you go to gym, right? When you want an ideal body, you have
Mm-hmm.
to like be consistent. That's what writing is. You have to be consistent in writing so
Consistent. Yeah.
that you will not forget. You
Yeah.
will not
Consistent
forget
is
the
the key.
connection. Right? So if you not if you are not be consistent, you will somehow lost the track. You know, like when you want to have ideal body, you have to follow the diet, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
to make you have to follow
Follow
the diet,
certain, yeah,
and
follow
then
certain plans to make sure that it's work.
so same like writing. You have
Mm-hmm.
to read more information. Like you can read like many things. I write I write I read on internet such as um, news. Has
Okay.
read news and also read on beneficial stuff. Okay, beneficial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Only not
Beneficial stuff, right? That should be good.
only not.
Yeah,
Okay,
you like to
so
share a lot about current news on your
yeah,
social media. I can see that.
yeah. And then okay, the last one maybe okay. This is when you want to write. I'll give you six.
Okay. All right.
The six.
Uh-huh. The
You
tips
recall
on how to write.
yeah,
Listen, everyone. Yeah, so
the
here's the first
six
tip. Uh-huh.
the six times we call it. So when you want to write something,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you have to use this six sense, which is your touch, which is what is your uh, what can you touch?
What can be
Is it
touched?
by
Yeah.
heart, or is it by your hand? Okay, and then your what call it your nose.
Smell. Your
Smell,
sense of
yes.
smell. Yeah. Yeah. It's through the nose, sense of smell, and then sense of
Yeah.
touch, sense of smell.
Touch,
Your
smell, hearing,
mhm,
and then your
taste,
um yes, taste. Okay, your
taste,
taste, your feeling.
feelings. So you need to
Yeah,
put
your taste.
everything
Yeah. Okay.
in your writing.
That's how. That's the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
Mm.
welcome.
Wow. Okay, I think if a person can do that, he can write very well to portray the real situation, how it looks like. For example, if you go into a haunted house, how does it look like? How does it smells? How does it feels? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, so, but this book is not a horror book. So, how did you come out? Now we're going back and forth. I'm talking about the book again. The characters, I want to ask you.
Okay.
So, the characters is quite amusing because if I didn't look at your name, your pseudonym over here, I thought that this is not a local book. The names of the characters and the personality of the characters and the plots, how did you come up with that? I mean, it's totally not a local, there's no local vibe, less likely, I would say. The names especially, there's no local name in there. And the plots of the story is quite you know, there's a lot of action stuff going on in there. Usually, the stories that I've been reading, they are quite straightforward. But yours, they keep going back and forth between the past and the present. Yeah, how is that possible to be fit in one small book?
Okay. So the character, as as you can see, that there's no local vibe in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that it's one of the you know
Unique,
uh unique. Okay,
uniqueness of the book.
unique of the book. Yeah, maybe. But I think the character's name is given by the, the title itself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow. So there's
yeah,
some trick
first,
in your book.
yeah,
Uh-huh,
first
okay.
is the female character,
Uh-huh.
and the second is the male character, which is the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think um, it complements both. Yeah.
Right, compliment both a lot. They are, and that's a twist in the book that I didn't really expect. I was like, when I read that part, I was like, what? Are you for real? No way. I mean, like, oh my God. I expect that there's going to be, a next move, a romance kind of move coming from them, but it's not. It's totally not. It turns out something else, which is, I mean, it's out of my thinking. It's out of my dictionary. To is that how we say that? I mean, I it's just different. The twist. I
Out
didn't expect that. I
of the
didn't
box, right?
expect it. So I was like, oh my God, you're really doing this to me. I was hoping that it's happily ever after. At first, I thought that it's going to be okay. I know the ending, but then, oh, hold on, the kind of feeling that you give in the book. Um, so, so you talk about a lot of stars, and I believe that there's a lot of stars and darkness that is related.
Yeah.
Um, so, and you include yourself a little bit in this book as well. So, being a writer of stars can't shine without darkness. Have you perhaps, in your most conscious self, found a twinkle in your moment of darkness? Okay. So for your characters, the stars may or may not found the darkness in this story. It's up to you. That's why you need to buy this book if you want to find out whether they've already found the stars. But you yourself, the writer of Stars Can Shine Without Darkness, have you found the stars in your life?
Wow, what a deep question. Yes. Okay. For me, um, I think I don't. What? Okay, I think I didn't find it yet. Yeah.
That's okay.
My first, yeah, it's
Life
really
is
difficult
interesting.
though.
It's
It's
difficult,
difficult
right?
to
Right?
find it, but somehow I think I'm able to find
Mm-hmm.
one. Only
Inshallah.
like tiny bit,
Uh-huh.
a tiny bit.
A
But
tiny bit that
the
keeps you
rest
going
is
on
like
for the
so.
time being. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's over. We will keep moving.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, with our stuff,
with
keep
our
moving.
stars. Yes, we need to find our
Don't give up.
own stars. Keep looking for that and keep moving forward without keep going back. Could you tell me a little bit where people or those out there can purchase your book and how should they reach you if you or if you have a meet and greet or signing event, any of the sort, where they can find you, or did you have
Oh,
any event going on? And for your regular, any new book
mm-hmm.
coming up, they might want to know your next book.
Okay.
All right.
Uh, okay. For you who want to purchase my book, you
Mm-hmm.
can go to my Instagram. Can I share my screen
Oh,
over
sure.
there?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay. So, okay, let me share my screen.
You are more than welcome to do so.
Yeah.
Maybe let's just wait for a few seconds while doing that. Do you have any new event coming up or planning to do so?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you guys, if you have purchased my book, we will we will do a contest giveaway. Um, yeah, we will do contest giveaway in short time,
Mm-hmm.
and also uh, there will there will be my new release. Yeah, my new release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is to be determined.
To be determined. Okay, we will wait for that. So the next book, will it be in English or Malay?
The next book will be in Malay. It's
Wow.
gonna be
Something that you
horrible.
can expect from multilingual person. She can do both in English or Malay. Hopefully in
Okay.
Mandarin, maybe.
And
All right. Okay, now I can see that. Wow, that's so cool. That's so dope.
okay, you can go to my Instagram, Wayne
Mm-hmm.
Mustaffa, and just DM me. Okay, just DM
Okay.
me to the page First Sunshine Without Darkness limited edition. You
Mm-hmm.
can buy book only, and also you can buy with box.
Wow.
Okay.
So may I ask you if you can tell us the price for your the book and the gifts, or do you
Oh,
prefer them to personally DM you?
yes, 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 yes.
Up to you.
So
Wow, that's cool.
yeah, this is the
So this
video.
is the video that you talk about that you do it yourself.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. So as you can see, when you buy the limited edition box, you can have all of it, including the photo card, aesthetic photo card.
Mm-hmm.
You have appreciation card and a self letter card, and also random stickers.
Okay, cool. All right, for those who want to buy the book, I encourage you to buy the book at the box set. It's totally worth it. There's a lot of things that she included from herself in the box, and it's totally worth it. As if you are buying the K-pop merch. That was my first thought when I opened that box. It was really great.
Oh, I get that a
Wow.
lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wayne Mustaffa, she has a high rating in responding to the buyers. So please, no doubt, to chat with her and just say that you want to buy that book. Just give her a short of time that she will deliver it to you. All right. Cool. It was a nice wine. You prepared a lot for this book, right?
Um,
How?
okay. Okay.
Mm, how does your book selling going on right now? Is it doing good? I think it's doing amazingly great. Having a look at, you have the video, you have a good packaging, you have everything prepared.
Yes. For this one, I think it's doing amazingly, wonderfully, great. I think. Thanks to you, Tini. Yeah. For
Yeah.
you guys who do know yet, Tini is the one who influenced me to make this happen. Yeah, I really appreciate her for okay, the story like this.
Okay,
Tini,
okay, right.
Tini asked me to, you know, she wants to buy a book, like Stars Sunshine Like Darkness, but she actually wants to buy the black cover,
Yeah.
but it's already out of stock.
Mhm.
We won't produce it anymore. So then, I told her, well, what about you buy the the pink cover one?
The pink version, huh?
And
The more
it will
cheerful
be,
version of you.
yeah, the opposite of me to produce.
Yep.
So then I told her, I persuaded her, Sini, let's go for the pink one. And then she
Uh-huh.
said, okay, I will, I want one, I want
Mm.
one. And then it say it took about 2 weeks to prepare for this
Yeah, it doesn't
process.
take long. I thought that it's going to be more than 2 weeks. You say that you need to do the publishing stuff and whatnot.
The difficult
Publishing
part
stuff.
is when you want to find the suitable printing company
Printing company. Yeah, it's quite hard.
that match your budget and all. Yeah, I
Mm.
think that's the difficult part in this process of making
Okay.
suspension.
Right. So for those who wants to buy your book, meaning that only pink cover is available right now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay. Cool. But the book is black cover with stars
yes.
carved on it. Not carved actually, but it's beautifully stick on that box. All right. Okay, thank you very much for that. You've done a great job in promoting your own self-published book, and you self-promote it yourself with the help of your family and with the support from your friends.
Mm.
All right. Do you have any last piece of advice to the audience, perhaps your fans out there, before we end up our conversation today?
Okay.
You're smiling like that.
My advice is, you guys out there, please don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Right.
moving forward, and if something if something like that happens, like you want to give up, just always know that you are not alone. Uh, you are important. You are loved. You Everyone cares about you, and also you matter in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You are born in this world uh, to wish your stars to. Okay, everyone, everyone is born to shine to, and that's what I want to, that's what the purpose of making this, so that I want to remind everyone out there that you guys are meant to shine. Please don't uh, don't make anyone or allow anyone else to say that you are not mattered, you are not important, because you
Mm-hmm.
yourself are important, and keep shining like stars.
Keep
Okay?
shining. Oh my God. Wayne Mustaffa, I think we did it.
Oh yeah.
I think we did it. Thank you so much for being here. Such an awesome session today. I mean, there's a lot of things I need to dig from within. I pray the best, all the best for your future career and for the best record about your book, and hope that you're going to be a rising star writer soon, inshallah.
Inshallah. Actually,
Okay. Yeah.
uh, my next release will be a letter.
Uh,
I give you a thing.
Next series, what? Hold on. Come on. Come again.
Will be a letter. Yes, that will be
Whoa.
in
A
short time.
letter.
Will
For
be
you. You
should be
really give a deep thought on that. You really
it
like
should
it.
be released
Mm-hmm.
last year,
Mm-hmm.
but not yeah, I didn't able to release it last year, but I want to release it this year. Yeah,
Wow. Oh,
on
okay.
on this
Uh,
month, July.
I'll wait for that. Okay, I'll wait for that. So excited for that. I hope that everyone here enjoy our podcast today with our guest, Wayne Mustaffa, the writer of Stars Can Shine Without Darkness. I hope that this conversation has been meaningful and beneficial to you. For those who want to purchase the book, talk to her. Okay, she can deliver the book to you in just short of time. Okay, I think that's all today. Thank you
Oh yeah,
very much. That's very great. Thank you
thank
for responding to my invitation as well. You're my first guest. I'm so grateful to have you today. I mean, the first thing I thought about doing my podcast a few weeks ago is
oh
that what should I do? What should I talk? Who should be my guest? Then it's just crossed my mind that, oh yeah, you wrote a book. Okay, maybe I should read your book first and try to dig more about that in our podcast. And now we did it. I
yeah,
think I
we
think
did
there's a
it.
lot more questions that I want to ask you, but because of time constraint, I think we could do it in another session, perhaps, in with your another book series. Okay, hope to. I really want to read your horror book next, because your first writing piece was when you wrote a horror stuff and your friend really liked it, so that's where it has already brings you to now. So I really want to have a read on your horror stuff. If you are writing or working on that, or you haven't started, or you might want to try it. I really hope that. So all the best in your future.
All right.
All right, cool. Take care of yourself. Let's just pray the best for the people, for us, and for Malaysian.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay. All right.
Best time with you.
You too. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. See you. All right. Did it.